If you ever read a neuroscience book about mind and body and wanted to pull your hair out and then you're like, oh, I shaved my hair, and you're like, oh, I want to pull it out. Mind in one sentence, the next paragraph afterwards, the brain. Talking about minding the body. The book is called Mind the Body. And I don't disagree with the premise, you do good in sports and other activities with your body when you have a good focused wolf-like mind, where the wolf is hunting and then the human is achieving and accomplishing. But I had to pause with the frustration from the brain and the mind, because I think that's where psychological cognition starts to get too cerebral. It's like, man, give your cerebral cortex a break. And then it's easier, like to have like food cooking in the kitchen like I do now, music to, keep the mood in the ashram calm so the wolf doesn't attack me while I'm reading. And enough focus and concentration from the goal at hand to go to MIT, medical school. And the recognition of time, not only on the video with 148 minutes past, but what time has been expired already on this Sunday with daylight, leap forward, savings time stuff, and boring and almost pathetic, I think, once in a while, requirements to go to social services for updates, and not usually a big deal, but coronavirus, so I gotta be fast and precise tomorrow just to not be in a bad part of the city where people might get sick. Hundreds of cases, and I'm in the epicenter, and they want bank information. Not much to do there. There's about $3 in there, and that's about all I got right now. So it's like, okay, have a good mind and have the mind and the body work together, but not necessarily a brain problem. It's like, okay, well, I did the brain math, waking up, going early, getting out of the crowds, hopefully, I pray. Figuring out where I need to go downtown in Seattle, Washington. And the brain will, help me move around so I don't bump into people, help me see, if I get confused, I just take a pause, and my mind and my brain will help me concentrate and focus, and then my body goes shoo, shoo. But talking too much about mind and brain can start to get into the left and the right. It's like, well, there's an appointment in the left and the right brain. You're gonna try to, I think, separate, more for like, okay, am I drawing the wolf? Am I gonna do an art project to draw the wolf? Because then the, left and right brain really can make some difference. Because then it's like, well, no matter how accurate they are with the scans and determining, at least we know there's a more creative part of our brain, and there's a more, book reading, literal maybe, language, whereas, drawing the wolf can make the imagination start to hallucinate, can start to make the imagination want more. And then the reward system goes kabonk, kadonk, kadonk, kadonk. And there might be some benefit tonight, not to go crazy and start drawing the wolf, and then I look at the wolf on the paper and it goes, I need a pizza or something, you know? It's like, I'm scared of the wolf. That wolf and that wolf. Oh my gosh, I need another dream catcher, you know? Oh my gosh, I just need a Coca-Cola. But remembering, you know, the task at hand tomorrow is more left brain, you know, and more paperwork and more conversation and not talking about the wolf on my wall that I drew last night, you know. It's like, no, I gotta go, I gotta get done, and then I gotta come back home to a safe, clean place just to make sure I don't get sick with the coronavirus, you know. And for I think those descriptions, I don't think it's a big deal, but trying to figure out tomorrow with the left and the right brain, well, yeah, I don't know, it'd be distracting. It's like, well, do I gotta get creative to take a bus down the street? Do I gotta bring paper so I can maybe like be ready to write? Or is it more focused and concentrated with the mind and the body to accomplish the goal and the task with the purpose of not getting coronavirus? Not like a real complicated and in-depth neurophilosophy video, but you know, important for psychological cognition to take the break once in a while and have the deep breath with the body. And let the mind and the brain kind of just not only prepare, but figure stuff out. How else do you figure stuff out? You stare? Because I can only figure out, well, there's like a little reflection in that little camera and I see a flashy up there now, you know, it's like awareness. Because eventually your attention just goes, and your awareness goes, oh. And you're like, oh, do I got some paint? I'll go paint, you know. It's like, but no, I gotta read mind the body, mind the body, mind the body. The end.